Hello! I really wish I could adjust how loud, but here we go again. My name is Mike, and this here is my moped. My channel is Mike on a Moped. Today I'm just going to kind of talk about the factors that led to me getting a moped. So I'm just going to go ahead and explain why, in my personal, humble, completely irrelevant opinion, mopeds are better than motorcycles. I'm not going to do a top 5 or whatever. I'm just going to do a straight up, I'm just going to talk and see where it goes while I ride to my editor's house, because that dude's awesome. I love Lundy. So, one of the main factors that led for me getting a moped versus a motorcycle was the cost. A motorcycle, while it might have been cheaper initially, because I bought this brand new, it was like, I want to say $1,700. But while this was brand new, $1,700, and I think it cost me like $15 to register it with the state, and they don't know I can do this. For those of you, I don't know how good this camera is. This is kind of more of a test run. It says it runs at 1080p, but I'm doing 42 miles an hour on a slight downhill, which is not how fast a moped is actually supposed to be able to go. But continuing, while this might have been more expensive initially, the cost of maintenance and the cost to insure a motorcycle for someone like me, meaning young, it's exponentially more expensive, because I'd have to pay, I think, $45 a month for like 6 months for however long I had the bike. Like, that was just initially. I got a quote on a smaller motorcycle because I was curious, and when I was shopping around, and I did actually end up buying it, and that's how much I was paying. It was about $45 a month. I crashed it. I sold it. I love this thing. This is Lester the Lance Cabo. It's a 2018. Not a sexy stripper name or anything like that. He's not very sexy. He gets me from point A to point B, and I'm comfortable. I don't smell like gasoline, and I am not worried about falling over all the time. Which brings me to another point. Motorcycles, to me, were so fast and so much more powerful than anything I'd ever been on. It terrified me to get on one, just because I was in unknown territory. I should have started on something smaller than what I did. I started on a 250. I should have started on a 175 or something even smaller. And I didn't, and it led to me getting terrified. Another factor that led to me getting this is this is not a clutch. This is a brake. This has one gear. It's automatic, and it gets 100 miles to the gallon. I'm seeing more like 88, but that's kind of irrelevant when you're seeing mileage that high. And I haven't had this for so long. I've only had it for almost 600 miles. So if you see a red light come on, it's my change oil gauge, and ignore that. But I take this thing everywhere, because I live in a small city where there's a lot of stop signs, and there's really no point to having a motorcycle because of how many stop signs are on my particular route. I would never be able to utilize its full potential, and I'd never be able to get much better than what my car gets, which is like 25 or whatever, just because of how many stops there are. I know obviously it would be better, but there was just no point. This thing has saved me a crap ton of money from having to drive my car. So I'm just gonna have to roll with this thing for a while, and I don't mind it because this thing is super, super fun. Like, let's see if this dude waves. I really hope he does. I always wave to motorcyclists and they never wave back. Hey! Hayabusa, bro, hit up the scooter, bro! Alright! That never happens. Motorcyclists hate scooters. I just love anybody that's on two wheels, because we're all out here taking the same exact risks, and so, you know, they just can go a lot faster than I can. But crap, I lost my train of thought because I saw this another motorcyclist. Oh yeah, fun factor. This scooter is so much fun, man. I can do so much stuff with it. Like, I can do 40 miles an hour. I know no cop is ever gonna pull me over, because who the heck would want to stop a moped and give them a ticket for not being a moped? Like, how can you tell? Like, you'd never be able to tell. Yeah, I've had a little work done to this as well, but that's irrelevant. Please don't tell the cops or the state. But I did a little bit of work so I can go on this 40-mile-an-hour road and actually be hitting 40 miles an hour like a car, like I should be able to, and I am in a much safer condition this way that I can actually go 40 miles an hour. Oh, that was risky. What's up, dude? Put your phone down, bro. Put your phone down. I saw you. So did the camera. Anywho, but I can do stuff like that, and I've only ever had one person get like super mad at me, and it was actually on this road, like right up here, and I was like legit scared for my life because I thought he was going to like actually crash into me. This is a road I don't generally take because it's full of sketchy drivers like that, but this is the way I gotta go to get to where I need to go. So, ooh, that was a big hole. But I can be just this super hooligan, like drive up on the sidewalk if there's a bus in my way, and I won't get in trouble. And actually, this lane ends, so this is where I got in trouble with that one dude. He like tried to run me off the road too and shit. Oh my word! Oh, bleep that out. I try not to swear, especially when I'm doing... Oh, and we're stopping. We are stopping. Ooh. Back off. Everybody was stopping. Whew, that was scary. Almost got hit from behind by that caddy. But... like, I'm a super big dude, too, so this is actually, like, when you see it going down the road, you laugh, because... I'm a super big dude on a really tiny bike. I'll let you go past me. Alright, you are the one... Alright, fine. What road is this? Jolly. I honestly have no idea where I'm supposed to turn, so I'm a little lost, and I don't have my GPS because I'm doing this video. So, but I've been able to have like almost 600 miles of fun on this thing. Yeah, 592. 600 miles of fun. And it's been worth every bit of what I paid for it. Like saving me gas and just this huge thing I can just go out and do for the heck of it just because. And it's not going to cost me a ton of money in the long run because it's so fuel efficient, and I'd only need to do work to it every like 600 miles or so, just because of how the engine works. So yeah, so that's why I got a moped. I know it's not technically a moped, it's a scooter, but like, that's why I made the decision to get one. It was just, ooh, that was close, dude. It was more for the not having to have a special license and not having to pay insurance and basically only liking to go about 40 to 45 miles an hour. Thank you for giving me room. I appreciate that. I gotta turn soon somewhere. So I'm gonna sign off because I'm like super duper lost right now. My channel is Mike on a Moped. Hit that subscribe, hit the like button, follow my Instagram for insider stuff, and there will be more and more content coming in the coming weeks. So yeah,